The wheel strategy doesn't always go cleanly for us, and most content about the wheel shows you the setup, find the stock, sell the put, collect the premium, repeat. But what nobody talks about enough is what happens when a position gets assigned on a declining stock and the covered call phase stretches from weeks into months, the unrealized loss grows, and you're not sure whether to hold, roll, cut, or do something else entirely. If you're in that situation right now, this is the practical recovery framework, not the theory, but what to actually do in what order with the positions that have gone against you. Here's the specific situation that triggers the, what now question. You sold a cash secured put on a quality stock. The stock declined past your strike. You were assigned. You started, running your covered calls. Now the stock is trading 15 to 25% below your assignment price, and the covered call premium at the strike above your cost basis is really thin because the current price is so far below that cost basis that a strike above it feels so far away. This is the most common stuck scenario in the wheel strategy. Not a catastrophic blow up, but a position that's generating modest income while the underlying loss continues to grow. Every month you collect $40 to $60 a contract. Every month the unrealized loss sits there unchanged or deepening. The feeling is, I'm doing something, but is it working? Should I be doing something differently in this situation? Now, before making any decision, there's a diagnostic that needs to happen first, and most people skip this entirely. Here's the framework that turns a stuck position into a manageable situation for us. The first question is always, what changed here? Option one, the stock declined because of broad market conditions, sector rotation, or a temporary macro factor, right? The underlying business hasn't fundamentally changed. Earnings are stable, the dividend is intact, the competitive position is the same. The stock is lower because the whole market pulled back, not because this company got weaker somehow. Option two, something about the underlying business has actually changed. Let's say an earnings miss that revealed a structural problem, a dividend cut, a major competitor emerged. Management, let's say they made a decision that damaged the business. The stock is lower because the business is worth less, not temporarily, but durably. These two scenarios require completely different responses. Treating a business deterioration the same way you treat a macro sell-off is one of the most expensive mistakes in options trading that we face. The diagnostic is specific. Look at the last earnings report. Look at the dividend status. Look at the competitive landscape. Ask whether a year from now the business is likely to be approximately as strong as it was when you entered the position or weaker, okay? If the answer is, approximately as strong, you're in a patience situation. Hold, run your covered calls if you can, let the recovery come in time. If the answer is weaker, you're in a loss management situation here, right? Different decisions are going to apply. But let's talk about the patience path, fixing a good business in a down position. If the business is sound and the stock is down due to, conditions unrelated to the company's fundamentals, here's the recovery framework I do. First, calculate my effective cost basis properly. That's your assignment strike minus every dollar of premium ever collected on this position. Every covered call that expired worthless lowered your real break even, and even cash your puts. Know this number exactly before making any covered call decision. Second, sell covered calls exclusively at strikes above your effective cost basis, not where you can get the best current premium, at strikes where the position can actually exit at a profit. If the best premium you can get at a profitable strike is 25 a month, 25 cents a month is what you accept. Selling at lower strikes or higher premiums sets up for a losing exit potentially. Third, consider extending the duration of your covered calls. A 60, 90-day covered call at a profitable strike generates more premium than a 30-day call at the same strike. Sacrificing the monthly reset for more total premium per cycle can accelerate the cost basis reduction when you're significantly underwater. Fourth, accept the timeline. Recovering from a 20% unrealized loss at 30 to 60 bucks a month takes time. It's not a failure of the strategy. It's the strategy working through a difficult scenario, right? The dividend arrives each quarter and keeps reducing that effective basis. The covered calls, they slowly chip away at it monthly. Patience right here is a tool. Now let's talk about the loss management path when the business has in fact changed. If the fundamental thesis has deteriorated, if the business is weaker than when you entered it, right? A different set of decisions has to apply here. In this case, continuing to run covered calls at small premium while the underlying business is literally eroding is not recovery. It's generating income on a declining asset that literally may never return to your cost basis. The honest decision in this scenario is close the position at a loss, and redeploy the capital, okay? This is the decision nobody wants to make because it converts an unrealized loss into a realized one. But an unrealized loss that never recovers is identical to a realized loss, except that the capital stays frozen in a deteriorating position instead of moving on to a new setup, okay? The calculation, if the $3,000 currently tied up in the losing covered call position can generate 12 to 15% annually in a good setup, keeping it frozen here costs $360 to $450 per year in opportunity. If the underlying business has genuinely changed and recovery is really unlikely, that opportunity cost compounds into a significant number over the months or years that you end up holding it. Now, let's talk about the multiple assignment problem, okay? Here's the scenario that really compounds everything on us. Multiple positions get assigned in the same week or month, all are underwater, and the entire active capital is frozen in the covered call phase simultaneously on us. When this happens, the priority is stabilization before optimization. Stop opening new put positions, okay? Every available dollar of deployable capital needs to stay liquid until at least one covered call phase resolves through exit or some sort of recovery. Opening new positions while managing multiple simultaneous covered call assignments divides attention and may strain your reserves. Rank your existing positions by quality of the underlying business and proximity to the effective cost basis. The position closest to a profitable exit gets the most active management attention. The position furthest from the cost basis and least likely to recover gets the most serious evaluation whether to exit at a loss. But here's my real summary of wheel strategy recoveries, because they happen. The path forward from a stuck wheel position runs through one diagnostic before any action. Has the business changed, or is this a market macro situation? Good business, temporary decline, patience path, all right? Correct cover call strikes to profitable exit only. Collect the dividend, accept the facts, don't make a reactive decision under the pressure of seeing some red. Business has deteriorated. Loss management path. Seriously, consider exiting rather than grinding covered calls on an asset that may not ever recover. Multiple simultaneous assignments if they happen to you, stabilize yourself first. Optimize second. Stop new positions until recovery begins. Rank positions by recovery profitability. None of these paths are comfortable. All of them are better than the alternative, making reactive decisions under emotional pressure that compounds the original mistakes over and over. Got some questions for you guys on this topic, especially today. Number one, if you're currently stuck in a covered call phase or trying to be on a covered call phase on a position that significantly below your cost basis, has the underlying business actually changed, or is it in a macro market kind of situation that one diagnostic changes everything about what you should do? Let us know down below who's comfortable enough to share. Number two, have you ever closed a wheel position at a realized loss and redeployed the capital into something better? And in hindsight, was that the right call? Who can share some of their stories down below in the comment section? If you're a beginner just getting started with all this, I definitely recommend you attend the full ARC options workshop. It's 90 minutes long. It's the first link down below in the description. At the end, I give you my 15 favorite stocks under 30 bucks, my 2 premium calculators, and my full trade lock template just for attending. You'll find that as the first link in the description of today's video. Guys, remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.